Alrighty guys, next morning, heading out. It's 5:23. We should hopefully be back near where we want to sit by 5:30, and we'll try and get a better location on this guy. It's -4 out right now. Got a little bit of frost last night, so things might be a little bit crunchy going in. So we'll just have to take our time. Other than that, no wind, and it's clear. So I can just see the daylight in the sky just starting. So we should be good. So anyway, guys, we'll see you in there. Okay, guys. So he is roosted over here, which is in the back left-hand corner. Okay, we'll get set up. actually have another. I'm thinking it's maybe a Jake. His gobble sounds a little bit off. Coming up from behind us, so I'll have to watch for him. We got him, boys. I don't know when the camera moved, but we got him. Whew. He's done. There goes the hens. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh. Well, guys. Oh. I can't feel my legs. Alrighty, guys. Well, he's still out there flopping. So we're gonna go and get him. So he's right there. I am pumped. I can't believe it's over. So what we got going on here? The birds were roosted. I might even walk over there and show you guys. So my tree stand that I deer hunt out of is just right there at the back bush line. And there's a nice, you can see the opening. There's a nice little round meadow in there. You guys can see through the tree line there. And I don't know, it's maybe 75 yards wide by 100 yards long. Nice little oval meadow. And up in those poplar trees is where these guys were roosted. So I do have my game cam back by my tree stand. And Heidi and I came back here and pulled it about a week ago now. And the week prior to pulling it, we had noticed that there was 2 and 3 hens coming through in the afternoon. So I kind of figured last night when we roosted this guy that he probably had hens with him, and that was the case. So he wasn't a super vocal bird. So when he got off the roost, he never gobbled at all. I could hear him spitting and drumming over there. And then what got me a little bit nervous was, so right here, it starts to roll down. So we're actually looking down hill. And there's a whole nother huge field out there. And that's the direction that other gobbler was coming from. And he was closing the distance. I'm not sure how close he got. I was getting a little bit nervous. I was definitely looking over my shoulder, because I wasn't exactly sure which bird I was going to end up shooting if this guy kept coming. But he went silent, so I have a feeling he was coming in. He was gobbling pretty hard. I never heard him at all until probably 20 minutes ago. And then he started hammering pretty good, and then started coming in. So anyway, he never did show up, but he went silent, so I do think that he was coming in. Like my new hat. Gobble Stalker. So Gobble Stalker actually sent me the hat and some calls, 3 mouth calls. So thank you, Gobble Stalker. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm pretty pumped. And thanks to Buddy Wyatt from Tubby Guy Outdoors. That was your slate I was using this morning, bud. And I only used the mouth call maybe 2 or 3 times. Otherwise it was totally on that slate. So once again, thank you, Wyatt. If you guys go and check out Tubby Guy Outdoors on YouTube and on Facebook. you'll get to see a really good guy, and so go check him out. He does a lot of fishing, and he's kind of like me. He didn't get to go out yesterday, and they can't Sunday hunt where he is. So he's hoping to get out, I think, early this week or next week. But anyway, yeah. So go check him out. And again, thank you to Gobblestalker for hooking me up. So, alright guys, let's go and take a look at our bird, and I'll give you a kind of rundown on the decoy setup. So this is my setup. I was sitting here, and I put those two rocks up just to kind of help blend in my round head. So, as you can see, it's a mound of dirt, and all you can see from this direction is the tip of my gun and those two rocks. And then of course, out here we got our decoy set up. So I got one hen walking, and then another hen underneath this tom. Now, last night on Google Earth, I had did some yardages, so I knew to those cedar trees was about 30, and then there's kind of an old rock wall right there that I knew was 40. So once he reached that rock wall, I knew I'd definitely be able to get him. So he got up to the rock wall, and then that's what he would have seen, is that there. So you can just kind of see those two rocks up on the mound. That's where I would have been sitting. So he really didn't like, well, he liked it, but he really didn't like that that tom breeding that hen, I think. He was coming in pretty good. So they hung around over in that little meadow for the longest time. And once those hens broke through that tree line there and they could see the setup, they were putting and just going nuts. I couldn't turn the camera on quick enough. And yeah, so I got the camera turned on, and I think you guys caught a little bit of it. But then that was it. Like, they were going, carrying on, and he actually did gobble. And they started coming right for the decoys. And once he broke the tree line, he was coming pretty good too. So they really liked that setup. So in the past, they've always roosted up in this poplar tree here. But anyway, we're gonna go take a look at our bird. Well, there he is, in all of his glory. Well, got decent spurs on him. Probably good 3/4 of an inch anyway. Fairly heavy bird. Nice beard on him, probably 6 inches. Well guys, I'm pretty happy. That's a good bird. Give you guys a little better look at the spurs there. Nothing like super impressive or anything, but anyway, but he's pretty good. So that'll do, eh? Nice mature tom. Well, we're gonna take a walk over to the old tree stand there, and I'll show you guys where he was roosted. It's 7:07 now, so I'm thinking I shot that bird probably at about 6:45. So I just want to show you guys, this is where I was half thinking of setting up. Was right there at that uproot, but I wasn't sure if I could get the decoys out to where I'm standing and have them roosted right up there without getting busted. You can see the turkey tracks there. The ground's a little bit crunchy between the frost and all the dead grass, so I didn't want to risk it. And to be honest, if I was just hunting by myself and not trying to film it all, I probably could have got set up there, but my camera, the viewfinder would have been facing them, and with the light and that, it just wouldn't have worked good. So all because of you guys, I had to go and set up there for better footage, but that's all right. So they would have been roosted up somewhere in here in these poplar trees, and then this is where they were. This is where he was strutting in that in the early footage. So, and then they come through this little bit of bush, and then that's the setup there. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I sure did. So till next time, ciao.